What's up, friends? This is Manni and welcome back to Armor Attack with the brand new Robot ODOLISK. It's more like a creature because it's from the Hermit faction. Yeah, so this thing is awesome. It's a flying insect. It's not really flying, it's more like hovering over the ground, but it has an ability where it goes up and then slides forward down with high speed and can surprise attack enemies really well. Also, there's a new game mode called Team Deathmatch now, which I'm showing you right now, okay? But first, look at the flying mechanics of the new Odolisk robot, man. This is so awesome. It is so fluid and so accurate in the movement. There's no clipping, no glitching. It just feels so natural to do this. And by the way, in this moment when I'm landing like this, I take less damage. I'm not immune, but I am more resistant to damage in this moment because I'm folding in my wings and I'm just gliding forward, okay? And also, it's level 7, the robot, and all my weapons are level 7, including the brand new heavy version of the Torrent weapon. That is this machine gun we're running. The Torrents are the medium ones, and the Maelstrom is the heavy version that we have equipped. And it's also a new weapon. So 3 new things over the Christmas time of Armor Attack. New game mode or /map, right, for Team Deathmatch. Then the new robot for the Hermit faction, and the new Maelstrom weapon. And I'm showing you this here because I love this machine. This is really fun to play. And also look at my health when I shoot enemies. I have a lifesteal leeching ability where when I do damage to enemies, I will actually refill my health. And that is pretty awesome. Now, ladies and gents, if you haven't yet played Armor Attack for some weird reason, this is such an awesome game. Free to play, coming up, made by those guys who actually made War Robots back in the days very successfully when the game was awesome. Some of those guys are making Armor Attack, so hey, if you haven't yet played it, better get in there real quick because this game is fun as heck. And there's 3 factions, and you're actually, unlike War Robots, you're building a faction-based hangar, right? So you have a hangar for your Hermit faction, for the Imperial, like high-tech robot factions, with energy shields and energy weapons. They're very high-tech. The Hermit here are more like creatures. And then there is the Bastion faction with more like tanks and basic mechs that you could imagine maybe Earth Force is building. Wait a minute, there was an enemy right next to me and I didn't see him. Dude, right to my left is an enemy. I didn't see him? Wow, okay, I didn't see him there while I was playing this gameplay. That sucked because I could have killed him here. But yeah, so down in the description pinned comment is a link. Please use it, right? It will also help me, by the way, support me, and it will support Armor Attack as well in the coming out, because it's gonna be released very soon to a full release. Yeah, better get in there and get yourself familiar so you already have a little bit of a knowledge advantage for when the game comes out, so you can start with the robots that you already know are pretty good and know how to play the game. All right. So down in the description, pinned comment, use the link. It's for free, the game on Android and iOS, and it's also coming to PC in perfect cross-platform play. But the PC build, which I'm playing right here, is still a little bit more experimental, shall we say. Alright, so I'm ready to jump, and I saw an enemy over there. So we're getting over there to Mad Child, as his name is, and he's like this Imperial robot with super high tech and energy shields. And right now I can't kill him, but now that I can do damage to him with the leech ability, I can restore some of my health, and that was pretty good. Now I'm getting ready to escape, but unfortunately, while doing that, another guy will come from the right here, and this is my doom. This is my end. Because I'm low on ammo, I'm low on health, I got no ability ready, and it's just checkmate at that point. This guy appearing at that exact moment, at that exact position, checkmate, right? But since it's Team Deathmatch, it's all about getting kills without giving deaths to the enemy team. And so I'm respawning very close here with my Genesis, a shotgun brawler that is extremely dangerous in short range. And since I was able to spawn very close here, I'm activating my ability, which basically gives me some extra buffer health to work with. If the enemies deal damage to me, I will not take damage for a short time to my actual health bar. It's like a buffer extra health pool in purple. And then I'm looking for this guy that had just escaped. I can't find him, I don't know where he went. Because there is a visibility system in the game, unlike War Robots where you always know where everybody is, here somebody of your team has to spot one of the enemies so that you see him on the minimap and you know where he is, right? If nobody sees the guy, he's basically not visible to you. You don't know where he is. He could be behind that building. For all I know, he could be right around the corner, but I can't see him just yet, right? And so we're coming around the corner. I'm expecting him to be somewhere here. And then I see player 1 with me running this powerful build. I'm coming in with that extra purple health on the bottom. You see it running in, absorbing extra health. Also a very tanky robot all by itself. And with these shotguns, boom, 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 I can just delete people, no problem. And then there's a turret from him sitting there on the ground as well. We dispatched of that, and let's move on. And we're already winning in the top. In the top, you can see how well we're winning in this team deathmatch mode. We're definitely in the lead. This thing is ending in 10 seconds, and we've got this one in the back. Because I only died a single time, but I took down a lot of enemies. So we did a really good job here for our team in this team deathmatch match. Well, there's no beacons, but it's just important to get more kills than the enemy team. Scored MVP with 1.5 million damage, but you know what? Let's make that 1.7 million for the next match. But here's the robot, a dragonfly creature capable of hovering over the ground with the wings allow it to keep a steady hovering. The ability Dauntless Descent takes off and swiftly glides down. While gliding, the character takes less damage. And the passive ability is Lifesteal on this robot. There's a time when you upgrade it, I think at level 5, where you get to decide what ability you want. You can decide between two. And here you see the medium Torrents and the new heavy version Maelstrom, which is also the new machine gun weapon for short, close range. It's a really good weapon with a lot of damage output for a heavy version. But I've noticed one thing that confused me. I leveled the light version of it, Torrent, and the heavy version Maelstrom, both to level 7. And I've used it in battle, and I figured out that somehow the Maelstrom has only half the clip capacity than the Torrent has. So you see in the bottom right, we have 140 shots per Torrent, medium version of that machine gun, and 70 shots for the heavy Maelstrom, although they're all at level 7. So you might want to level up the Maelstrom a little further than you have the Torrent, so that the ammo capacity kind of narrows it down and has similar ammo pools. Or maybe this is something that is still being worked on. It's a new game in the works, new weapon in the works being tested, so maybe there's also something happening with the HP pool. But yeah, so I used my mobility of this flying insect here to get to the outer rim very quickly, from where I can shoot into a lot of where I can flank the enemy essentially. So he's already shooting back at me, but he's in trouble because my teammates can hit him from the side, and I am relatively safe here. I have cover that I can use, and wow, what's that laser he's shooting? Dude, these Imperial robots have such awesome looking laser weapons, man. It's so impressive looking. Seriously, the graphics-wise, the game looks fantastic. There is a really awesome new mechanic or different play to feel because of the fact that you're playing faction-based hangars, right? And then, you know, it runs so smooth without lags and everything. It's awesome. The only thing we still need is more players, right? Because we're in an early beta state, and although the game is soon going to be released, it's not yet the full release. So, ladies and gents, get in there. Get in there and play the heck out of the game because it's so much fun, and it's coming up soon. So use my link down below in the video description and pinned comment. It's ready for you, so you can sign up. Okay? Alrighty. So that attack right there we just did was so awesome. Just flying in real quick from behind, surprising the heck out of the enemy, and also restoring our health with that leech ability that we have. About 25% of the damage I do, I think I'm leeching back from them. You see it in the bottom right there, I'm actually refilling my health, but now I'm taking damage, so I'm losing health and gaining health, so I'm basically staying at 0. But if you take too much damage, you can't heal it back, because you only get 25% of what you're doing there. But you saw I almost died here during this battle. Maybe I should have used the mobility ability here. Mobility ability! Wow. Nice! And yeah, I could have... Oh no, there's too many enemies. I'm gonna die here. There's no way I can survive this. Nope. Bye-bye. Okay, but we've done a good job so far. And I'm spawning over here with the Acrid robot. Also a bit of a tanky one. And he has this here. Boom! Did you see that? That was a massively powerful, like acid bomb that I launched at the enemy. And now, unfortunately, I'm reloading, and this weapon that I'm using here barely does any damage. It's like, it's tickling the enemy. Only after my other weapons are finally ready to shoot again is when I'm beginning to do damage again. And then I see the other enemy coming with a Genesis, super tanky short-range brawler, and he just activated his ability, so I'm not willing to fight him. Why would I? Because any damage I do at this point is basically only damage that he can absorb. So I'm in the meantime, I'm just going down here, reloading and waiting out his ability there. And in the meantime, I'm firing over there. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Nice. Looks pretty cool, these weapons, but I'm not sure if they're really that effective, honestly. But we just hit him pretty hard with that extra acid bomb. And, uh-oh, we're getting attacked from behind, and there we go. Oh, man, he just had to jump down and could get me from behind. That sucks. All right, let's use the Genesis ourselves and fight the other Genesis, right? We both have the same mech or robot or creature, character, whatever you want to call. And he just, maybe he activated his ability. I activate mine as well. We both have this absorb thing going on. I'm dodging him a little bit with the first shots, and then I'm unfolding the damage with my shotguns. These shotguns do so much damage, he cannot survive this in this combat. There is just no way. You don't wanna face this robot in short range, I'm telling you. Because this thing is gonna destroy you. Alright, so, and there is the exact counter to my setup. Played by Birdbuster, and he's coming in with this, I think it's called Creeper, and it's a really, really strong, fast little assassin type robots with 2 medium weapons. And I activated my ability to get a boost of HP, but what he's just gonna do, he's just gonna jump away. See the mobility he's got? And with that, he can always stay out of range, and with his machine guns, he's more focused, he's offering a more focused firepower at range than I have with those shotguns. So he's kind of countering me here pretty well in this situation. Stone, scissor, paper, if you will. But I almost killed him. He's jumping again, and I'm activating my booster HP, and he's emptying his magazine. Now he's empty. He's got much less firepower now, and I'm also getting close enough to finally be able to drop him. In that case, I didn't have to. My teammate finished him off for me. Very nice. All right, so coming in from the side here with those shotguns, they really do nothing at medium range. Anything above like 70, 80 meters, you basically don't even need to fire. You're doing 0 damage. I really would like to use this setup against the Sentinel Prime boss over there, because with this I can probably destroy the boss very fast. It's something for, maybe we're testing this in an upcoming video. For those who don't know, there's an NPC boss in the game, and if you destroy this while battling the enemy team, what you can do is you can reset all of the enemy controlled beacons for the team who defeats the boss and did the most damage to him. So there is a strategic aspect to actually destroying that bot, or that boss for that matter, but it's also going to keep you busy for a while. So you're going to have to weigh it in. Are you going to spend some time beating that boss, or are you going to just focus on the enemy team, destroy all their robots and get the beacon control, you know? It's not quite, I don't know exactly what's the best course of action. Maybe it depends on the playstyle of your enemies. So again, use my link below, get into the game and have some fun, like my friends, and see you in the next video. Manni signing off. Bye bye, my friends.